Hello, hello, hello everyone. If you are here, it means that you want to be better at the DECEIT too. And what a better way to learn from me, Holz, your teacher. Okay, no, I'm joking. But today is going to be a very helpful video. We're going to talk about some pro tips that I can provide you. Some of them are going to be a bit easier for the most casual player, and some other of the tips are going to be for the top 0.1%, right? I'm going to I have a lot of clips here. I'm going to talk over them. I'm going to comment them. And if this video can get 25 likes, I'm going to do a part 2, okay? So we're going to start. It's going to be probably a 50-minute video. It's going to be a bit long, but it's going to give you a lot of helpful information and a lot of ideas on how to play and how to be better as a teammate, as an innocent, as an infected, so on, so on. Okay, let's start with the video. First of all, what you can see here is that you can actually mute players that are annoying for you, or that cause a lot of noise, or whatever it might be, you can mute them. Also, what you can do is you can remote vote people as well. You can remote vote with the Q. Once it casts correctly, you can also do it again. That's something you can do. I don't know the key bindings, right? At the scanner at the Wurgen scanner, select the Vats. Once you go inside the Vats, if you are in the same team, not that you are innocent, that you are in the actual same team, it's going to appear green, right? It's going to appear green. If you're in the same team. If you're in a different team, it's going to appear red. What this means that if two infected get inside, it's going to also be green. So it's something that you need to be careful about. It's not about being, if it's green, it's innocent. If it's green, it's the same team, and if it's red, it's different teams. Okay, let's move on. Again, something interesting. In the scanner in Millhaven, you can only scan once. You can only scan once in the scanner of Millhaven, as well as you can only use the in the Wurgen Vats, right? You can only use it once. Another thing that not many people know, it's here you actually have a camera room that you can see different cameras which are going to constantly change, right? Without having the CCTV, so you can actually come here a bit and see the cameras. Another thing new players might not know, it's that the code for the doors are actually shown where you're going to put the codes, right? So you can actually see the codes here, and then you can write it down so you can open the doors. This is very important, right? For example, I'm going to talk here about a few items, right? For example, with the motion sensor. A lot of people misplayed the motion sensor. For example, as you hear, if the terror is going to activate the altar, he's going to come from this side, from this door, or he's going to come also from this door, right? So the motion sensor is going to be placed on the back of the altar. That way, the infected cannot see it, they cannot break it, and they're not going to know that there is a motion sensor there. Because, for example, if you place it wrongly, as you can hear, it's wrong place. Look at who the fuck is going to activate this altar? No one, because they see the motion sensor here, and if they activate, they're going to break it. So we need to be careful with that. Or you can also do, as infected, what you can do is you can also punch the motion sensor. Is going to make a loud explosion noise, so it's better to do it at night, of course. What also people might not know is you can actually punch the return pad. You can shoot it at day, but you can also punch it. With the traps, for example, you cannot punch them, you can only shoot them. So it might be a good idea when no one is around to shoot the traps when you're infected, of course, right? Another important thing is when you are using a invisibility medallion, as you see here, if people know that you are close by or you have a medallion, they can actually go around the room with handcuffs. Like, let's go a bit back. They can actually go around the room with, for example, handcuffs, for example, ball and chain, back scanner, muzzle, and they can actually see that you are hiding there, and they can put it on you, and once they do, it's going to remove you from the invisibility medallion. So you need to be careful where you are using the invisibility medallion, and you need to be careful not to go on positions that might be very easy to check, such as corners, so on, right? So it's very important. Again, another thing players might not know is you can actually put down items and also like grab them right there, right? So for example, right, if people think you have a mask, or they say there's a mask in play, let's check everyone items. You can actually put the mask away if someone has a back scanner or whatever might be the case. So you can put the item away and then you can get it again, right? Another important thing is you can actually ping players. I don't know the exactly keybind for Xbox players or PS5 players, but you can actually ping players, right? For example, this is a very important pinging situation, right? So as you see here, I see that Nina jumps from here, right? Which is a very weird place to jump from there because there is no task done in that on top of the deacon, right? There is no tasks. So I say, weird. Okay, I'm going to ping Nina. I'm going to go upstairs, check if the altar is done, which the altar is indeed done. So I know it's Nina, right? So you can also, as well as ping players, you can also ping altars. You can also ping Camaras, which might be broken. You can ping them from very far away. And you can also ping the double objective from the showers. I don't know the exact keybind. You can also, of course, break Camaras by punching, and you can also break Camaras by shooting them. You can not only also shoot Camaras, you can also break the Tannoys. There are two Tannoys in each map, right? There are these things, you can break them, and it's going to prevent the Tannoy from hearing the sound here, right? So it's actually a very helpful thing that not many players know about. It's of course easier and more safer to break the Tannoys or the Camaras at night because no one is going to know that you are breaking them. You can also punch the Tannoys if you reach, right? Another important mechanic that players don't know about is that you can shoot in top of the cracks, which is a very easy way to get some players caught off guard, right? For example, here I shoot some pre-shots on Rachel and she has no idea where she was shot from and who shot her. Then we're going to move to the night, which is also important. You can torch the eyes, or you can stun them with the flashlight, and you can also flash them with the camera. The dogs, it's a bit more easier because you can torch them, you can stun them with the flashlight, you can also stun them with the cameras, you can also stun them with the traps, and you can also stun them with the flares. So it's 2 more ways to stun the wolves. Another important thing you need to have in mind is to be mindful of your sanity. For example, right, if I did a task right there, I will have 100 sanity, right? But what I can do is I can wait a bit till I'm 90, do it again. In this case, I got robbed, right? He took my task, right? But what I'm saying is you can actually have a good sanity management and do the task when you're 90, wait a bit, a few seconds, and then you are full again, right? That's why you can have a very good sanity management and always stay above 50, so when you get grabbed, you are not killed, right? It's important to actually use your flash items and to gain time for the night or the in-between time to pass. For example, here you can do the torch skip, which is popular in DECEIT 1, which you torch a bit, move a bit, torch, move, and you're getting time, and you're going to be helpful with your teammates in order to make everyone survive. One of the best skips I like in this game is actually this one, right? It's jumping that railing and doing this path, which is very good, which is, as you see here, the road is following me, I jump from the right, I jump in the railing, I go again, take another jump, a sharp left side, and I am away, right? This is very important. Why? Because you want to actually, these things, these white arrows, as per se, they drain your sanity a lot, right? It means that the experiment or the werewolf, the terror, is actually following you and draining your sanity because he has a perfect path on you against you, right? So what you want to do is actually you want to break that little arrow by going sharp left, sharp right, and try to get objects nearby. So you break that, and he drains less of your sanity, right? So it's very good to do that. And it's a very good path to do so. Also, what you need to be mindful of, that it's when you have, like, for example, let's say you have a lot of sanity, right? You have light items. You need to be able to help your teammates. What's the best way to help your teammates? Follow the terror from behind, because he's not going to drain your sanity since you're behind them. The only thing that's going to drain you are the eyes or the wolves. You can stamp him, as you see here. I stamp the terror once. I still follow him. I am good with sanity. He's not going for me. He's going for someone else. I want to help my teammate. Here, for example, he gets grabbed. I'm right here. Boom. I save him. He gets a few more seconds of running, he pops an adrenaline. I am still now trying to follow him. I try to divide his attention. He does not go for me. He still goes for the same person. I still go for him. I try to be helpful, try to follow my teammate, try to make everyone survive. I have light items. I am an innocent. It's good for me to be helpful as a team and not hide in a corner, right? Of course, if you have not much sanity, you can go away. But as another situation here, right? I flash him. He's going for someone again. My teammate is getting chased. He's getting drained a lot of sanity. I'm following. I'm helping him. He gets grabbed. I flash him again. Then I stand nearby as well because I have 80. If he grabs me, it doesn't matter. I save him again, and this way is my teammate survivor here. If not, he will be dead. So another thing you also need to. One of the important and best mechanics in this game, as by now, is this one. As you see here, we're playing Wurgen. This gets activated and Jack's coming from it. I say, okay, maybe Jack got unlucky and someone else did that and he just reported. What we're going to do, we're going to follow Jack. So when the night comes, I'm following Jack shadows. I'm following him. Why is this important? Because if two people transform, I can already clear Jack as one of the infected. Because I say, okay, two transform and I'm following Jack. There is no way it's Jack, right? But if Jack transform, as you see in this case, I can already tell 100% it's him. Because look, I'm following him and he transforms. So I know it's him 100%. I don't need a tracker. I don't need anything. I just need to follow the shadow at night. And if people are not aware that you're following them, they're going to transform and you're going to have all the information you want. It's a very important mechanic to have. Another important mechanic is when you're running the key, you can actually do an adrenaline syringe, which is going to boost your speed. And you're going to be faster with that key, which is going to be very helpful for you and your teammates to win. It's going to be also very helpful. You need to be careful when you do turbulence at night, because if you do so, you can spawn in the key holder can spawn closer to the door, and he can actually win easier. As you see here, also something that you should be mindful of is that when you grab the key, the chemist, of course, is going to die because it's a neutral role, which is a curse role, and also what the mimic can also die if he has not claimed his role because he's neutral, right? So as you see here, the mimic dies because only one of the innocents was dead, and he didn't manage to get two innocents or two infected voted out, so he can take the role, so he dies. So you need to be careful. A very good spot to hide in Wurgen is this one, which not many people might know, and it's not a book spot or anything, just a good hiding spot that the ice cannot get you, so it's actually decent. And one of the also important tactics in this game, it's portal skipping. It's being able to move, to have that momentum against the portal, and to move to the sides away from the terror that is chasing you, right? So for example here, if the terror is close to me, I just quickly move to the side, and I press the portal so I can actually gain speed and momentum, and it's going to pull me away from the terror, which is maybe, but it's very, very important to know this tech or this mechanic as you want, because here, for example, I transform, Priya didn't do that and she died because she was not doing that portal skipping. So it's very important to do that. You can also do a shop skipping. If someone is following you, you can actually jump, press the shop and get an item. Another very important mechanic is you can do also the altar skipping, as you see there. You can actually hit an altar when you hit on the edge of it, like you see here. You can. It's a very hard mechanic to know and to improve, but you can actually do it if you hit the side of the altar. You can actually do as well as an altar mechanic. Then you have the mutations, which for example the Soulswap, which is a very popular mutation. You can actually trap people on cells with the mutation. You can do a lot of mask plays, as you see here. I'm doing a mask play. I'm going close to everyone. Activate as Alex. Boom, I'm gone. What happens? They think it's Alex. I pull the mask away. They're going to go for Alex, and Alex is going to get voted out. You can do a lot of plays with Soulswap, with Mask, with Turbulence, with the scanners in Vats in Wurgen. You can solve some people there. You can mask people and scan and Turbulence. You can activate and Turbulence in front of someone. There's a lot of plays you can do with Mask, with Soulplay, with Turbulence. As you see here, another important mechanic when you're playing the Werewolf, it's to jump right when the exercise is ending, so you get a further dash and you can grab people further away. Also, another important mechanic, very important mechanic, is when you know someone is going to flash you, trap you, whatever it might be, which you cannot prevent with the werewolf, right? Because with the experiment you can actually block, with the werewolf you cannot. It's actually take the hit, but do a howl, because the howl is going to actually detain you, right? So you're going to be still, you cannot move. So actually you're going to take the hit, but you're going to also howl. So he's going to drain 10% sanity. As you see here, he's flashing me, but I'm howling, so it's the same way, because I'm going to be stunned anyway, I'm going to be close anyway, not going to move. So it's very good. You can also, what you can do is, when you're experiment, you can actually push yourself to the walls, and you can get a movement speed gain. As you see here, I'm getting a bit of a burst speed to get close, to be closer to Lisa, and it's going to be help me to be able to grab people faster. Also, very important thing to note down, it's you can also, when you're infected, it's very good to transform back, forth and back. You're going to cut people off guard. You're going to be way more sneaky. You can cut people that have less sanity. You can actually surprise them. So it's very good to transform back and forth with the same button that you transform. In PCs, the T. I don't know what's the button in Xbox PS5, but yeah, you can just change your key bindings, right? And here, as you can see, also what you can do is not only you can with the Inquisitor, you can report the alters and see the seconds and the mutations. You can also do that with the Camaras. And when you're the Warden, it's very important. For example, as you see here, instead of wardening him right away and letting him know that I'm the Warden, I'm going to first of all ball and chain him, prevent him, and then when he's down, I'm going to do that, and I'm going to mark him, right? So it's very important when you're the Warden, right? When you're the Warden, it's very important to cast the mark when he's down, right? Not when he's alive running, because he's going to know and he's going to be aware that no one can down him. But if you surprise the enemy when he's down, he cannot defend himself, it's going to be way easier. Another thing I mentioned down as well is with the Hammer of Mending, not only you can fix the cracks, you can also fix the Camaras which are broken, which also is a mechanic that not many people know. So thank you guys for watching. I know this is a bit of a longer video, but I think it's very helpful. There is a lot of mechanics that you guys can learn from this. So thank you guys for watching. Again, in the comment section you can ask me questions, whatever you might need about this game. I'm going to answer them. Thank you for watching, and if this video gets 25 likes, I'm going to make a part 2. Thank you guys, and see ya on the next time.